This is Car Guys Talk with Andrew and Tavarish.
Hey everyone, how you doing? My name is Tavarish. That's what you call me sometimes, and what the internet calls me. You know, it's weird that sometimes people, like, I've gotten calls from people that don't actually know my name is Freddie, and they go, "Hey Tavarish," and they, when I went to Cletus McFarland's shop to do my diner run, he kept on calling me Tavarish, even though he knew my name is Freddie. Because beforehand, he asked me, what do you like to be called? And I said, dude, I don't care. Like, you can...
Daddy.
Well, that says more about you than it does about me, okay? that's sorry. Listen, man, I'm not knocking anything. It's a little bit weird. You don't have a pseudonym, do you?
I don't.
You don't?
I used to in high school.
You used to? What was it?
White mocha. I'm just kidding. It was pepperoni.
Both of those can have questions.
Well, only one of them is true, and it's pepperoni.
Okay, and that is the one I didn't want to ask questions about. But on this show, you are Finn Gergens.
Am I still Finn Gergens?
You are still Finn Gergens. You know what? Finn Gergens.
Because I haven't done it yet.
You haven't done it.
I haven't done it yet.
Okay, so I think that people deserve your Finn Gergens thing. So for people that don't know what we're talking about and are thinking that we're just insane people,
A brief history of Finn Gergens.
I thought this was about cars. Andrew has a character called Finn Gergens, and he is he's been on the right and wrong side of the law. He is a grizzled rally driver, maybe somewhere from the Scandinavian states.
He is.
Maybe, but
Scandinavian states?
Yes.
Like Michigan or Wisconsin.
Yes. We'll just say it comes from parts unknown. Okay. Parts unknown, but he's grizzled. He has seen some stuff.
Mm-hmm. He's very rebellious.
He's rebellious, but he's a guy you can have a beer with, but don't leave your wallet on the counter. That's what Finn Gergens is.
Yeah.
And that's you.
Basically, I would do finger guns, and this is during a time where people were having their gun-related channels taken off of YouTube completely.
It was the gunpocalypse.
Yes, so I decided we should not say the G word on the channel in case we got demonetized. We weren't monetized yet, so it didn't matter, but it was a joke. And then I was like, hey, let's change up the pronunciation from finger guns to
Finn Gergens.
Finn Gergens. And
then Finn Gergens became a person, and then and then we are...
The rest was history.
We are actively looking for a person named Finn Gergens. If you are a person named Finn Gergens or you have a Finn Gergens email, please email us at carguyswatch@gmail.com because we cannot believe that you're real.
I need your address so that I can find you and come and kill you because there can only be one.
We need to study you. We need to dissect you because you are an abnormality. And
You're an abomination.
All right. So about cars. Actually, before cars, I want to talk. I want to clear the air a little bit. There's been a little bit of YouTube beef.
I love beef. I'm a red meat guy through and through.
I'm a red meat guy too. Yeah. I'm pretty keto. Beef is good for the keto.
Beef is just good.
That's right.
It don't matter if you keto, or cado.
There has been some YouTube beef, and it's between Scotty Kilmer, which is a channel, like a mechanic guy. No, he's a legitimate mechanic. I mean,
is he?
Yeah. He's okay. So according to him, he's been a mechanic for 50 years. I'm not sure how true that is, but I'll take his word for it. I'm not going to say the guy's a liar for anything, right? I can only judge him on what he's actually done and what I can.
Ooh, girl, I'm judging.
We don't judge, except for the fact that we judge all the time. So it's between him and Chris Fix, who's a friend. And Chris Fix, it's not even a beef between them. It's something that Scotty started saying crap. Like he just started stuff. Like
he did.
He's starting something. He's starting something. And it makes no sense.
He's that fire starter.
So
twisted fire starter.
He's like he's how he's what Charlie Murphy would consider a habitual line stepper. Do you ever watch Chappelle's Show?
No, I don't.
What do you mean you don't? It's not like it's on anymore.
Oh,
it was like 2004.
How many times I got to tell you I ain't had cable for like 15 years?
You don't know? Okay. In any case, he was a habitual line stepper.
Okay.
Means that he kept on stepping on the lines. And what he did is he made a video entitled "Chris Was Wrong" about. Chris Fix made a video years ago about how to restore headlights.
Yes.
Restore plastic headlights.
Yep.
Using various methods. Like he did one with toothpaste. He did one with kind of like a
little kit type of deal.
Yeah, little kit. He did one with basically cleaning it up and then putting clear coat on it, which works. And Scotty took he took umbrage with this, and he said, This is the wrong way to do it. He said, I have the right way to restore your headlights. Then he proceeded to make a video that did not show you how to restore headlights. It showed you how to prevent headlights from
Getting foggy.
if they're brand new, which is not hard.
Or not showing people how to restore their headlights.
No, it's not at all. It's like, I'm going to show you how to fix this hole in your wall. Move.
Here's a recipe for pizza. Something totally different.
It's like, here's a recipe for pizza. Order pizza. Like, that's not how to make it. Like,
Here's how to draw an owl. Step 1, draw 2 circles. Step 2, draw the rest of the owl.
so it came to, well, that was a lot of it's. I feel like Obama. If.
Now to restore your headlights. I can't do an Obama.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me be clear. Yeah.
That was decent.
No,
that was mad. No, seriously, that was mad decent.
I can't do an Obama.
Let me be clear. I sound like a clown.
Michelle.
Yo, no, that's legit.
Yeah. So
I would know. I'm a voice actor.
I am a professional.
We're doing really good thus far.
Scotty, listen, man.
I'm listening.
Don't get me on my I'm on a roll, and my
Give me some butter, honey. I'm on a roll.
don't derail me.
He needs
please.
some milk. Huh? You've never heard that?
No.
He needs some milk.
That's listen, man. I didn't have the non-cable that you had. I don't know what you watched. What does that mean?
I'm just a meme scrubbler. Continue.
In any case, so Scotty had this video. It did actually really well. He did like 1 million views in a small amount of time. Chris Fick's original video did like 17 million.
Yeah, suck it, Scotty. Take that, you scrub.
17's more than one. Yeah. So
17 times more than one.
But it's weird because what Scotty's doing is punching up, and he seems to be getting Chris's fame or just his notoriety, and he's trying to just chip away at it. Because Chris is a really nice guy.
Super legit.
He's a class act.
Yeah.
And he
unlike us.
If I know him as well as I think I do. I mean, I'm not like besties with him. I've hung out with him once, but we talk every once in a while.
What was it like to stand in his presence?
Were you wowed by its majesty? Yeah. So
Could you feel the aura, the energy, the power?
yes. So he's a nice guy. He's not going to go for any of this. Like people are saying, oh well, shots fired and whatever. Like Chris isn't doing it. Like he's doing his own thing.
Yeah.
He actually just put out a video for spark plugs.
Yes, which I have been meaning to watch because
So I watched it. I'm a guy that has done spark plugs many times.
same. Just routine replacing gap and replacing gap.
I know everything that Chris Fix said in this video.
I didn't. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I can guarantee you I don't.
So I know. I knew everything Chris Fix said in this video. I watched this thing from beginning to end because it was so well made.
Yep.
It was very like there's just the presentation, the way he presents things. It's like so complete.
You would think that there are no bases because they are all so well covered.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, I actually called him and I told him the one thing he didn't talk about was heat ranges on specific thing, but that's more of like an advanced thing. Like
It's an application specific.
yeah, when you have a modified engine, if you're going NA or you're going to boost it or you're going nitrous, then you want to have a heat range maybe colder or hotter or something like that. But for the layman to learn the basics of what a spark plug does and why you need to change them and what the different, the copper, iridium, platinum, all that stuff does.
Double platinum.
He actually talks about double platinum.
I know.
Yeah, and it's very, very good. So I watched this thing about spark plugs, and I'm like, I feel like I feel like I learned something. I feel like I learned something, and it's great. He really is a master of his craft, and he keeps on making better and better things. But Scotty Kilmer just wants to take a peg out of that. So
I think he probably just wants to ride the coattails.
I think so too. But he's been doing well as well. Scotty Kilmer has been getting
so mad.
Why does it make you mad? Listen,
I don't like him.
Here's the thing. I have no ill will towards the person because I don't know him.
Yeah, same. It's just
I don't like the things he does.
so much yelling, and he
No,
treats-
I don't like his. I don't like his videos.
Yeah.
They're not for me. I think they're very light on. It's more authoritarian than informational.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I know how to do this, and
I'm always right, and
yeah,
my
I'm
opinion
always
is
like,
law.
you're gonna take an opinion of this guy. Well, I've been doing this for 50 years. Like, it doesn't mean you can't be wrong. Like, it's so what?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that like I have more experience with Lamborghinis than Scotty does, but he's been doing it for 50 years. I guarantee you that I know more about putting one of these things together than he does. But
It doesn't matter because 94 Celica is a better car.
that's debatable. I mean, in some instances it probably is. In many instances, I'd probably give the nod to the Lambo. I mean,
The Lambo has too much horsepower.
it's
Too fast.
it's unreliable.
Too many cylinders.
Turbos. That's right out. If
Can't
one of
have
those,
turbos.
if one of those goes, you know how expensive that is.
Millions.
Yeah. There was a guy. He was 802 Garage. He's a really like a smaller channel, but he made this awesome,
Hilarious.
Awesome. You saw it?
Oh, I loved it.
Oh, it's so
Every
good.
minute.
It's a Scotty Kilmer
Parody video.
Yeah, Scotty Kilmer parody. Oh, he's so good. So
Dude.
every one of you should go to 802 Garage. That's a channel on YouTube. And he made a parody video. It's so good. It's like he's right on with and Scotty. So
Oh, right on.
yeah, he actually commented.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, because what he does, I guarantee you that he either looks himself up or he's very particular.
I'm sure
about-
someone sent it to him.
possibly, but it was a smaller video. It's not like
When I saw it, it had like 120 something thousand views.
really.
it
No,
blew up.
I don't think so. I think this is smaller.
No, I saw it. Someone shared it on Reddit, and it just like exploded.
Oh, if it was on Reddit, then it might have exploded. But maybe I'm talking about something else. But 802 Garage is a very this
He even had the glasses. He had the shirt.
yeah.
Everything.
So the video that we're talking about is it the same one where at the end he goes like, "You want to ring that bell?" and he slams into the canister of like flammable fluid and it just blows up.
Yes.
It's just like a mushroom cloud. Ring that bell. Oh God. Yeah. So there's that. The thing I don't agree with the whole Scotty Kilmer thing is I wrote an article a long time ago on Jalopnik about Scotty, and it was just about the things that he did wrong in his videos. I mean, he was really like trying to give some hokey advice to people, even though he was talking about he's an expert and I have 40 years experience, blah, 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 and all this stuff. So he was telling people to use compression fittings for their brakes, which is not like gator grip compression fittings where you need to have a flare tool. By the way, a flare tool to rent, it's free.
Yeah.
Like go to AutoZone, you can rent a flare tool, like a bubble flare or whatever. Rent a flare tool, get the actual fittings, and then you'll have a brake system that functions well.
What if we start a business called Rent a Flare?
I think it would make dozens of dollars.
We could open up a location right next to Rent-A-Swag.
Not everything is a 10, you know, but I appreciate you trying. In any case,
Do you not watch Parks and Rec?
now who has no cable? I don't know what you're talking about. What is that? No, I don't watch Parks and Rec. I don't watch Parks and Rec. Just like you don't watch Chappelle's
Son.
Show or anything else good.
You're disappointing me.
Son, no, it's not son, you're disappointing me. It's son, I am disappointed. I thought you were a meme vocabulary. I thought you were like a meme dictionary, huh? Son, I am disappointed.
Are we done?
Yeah, we are.
Can I go?
We are. So I made this article in Jalopnik, and it was talking about how he used gator grippers and how he put his head underneath the car with no jack stands, and how he like does a bunch of really stupid things.
Yeah, but listen, he has 40 years experience. He's an expert.
Well, here's the thing, that there's also a component of it where he has 1.1 or 1.2 million subscribers now, and now there's like strength in numbers. So hey, if he has this many subscribers, he must be right. You know, there's going to be a certain amount of people that will defend him no matter what. And it's like, oh, he's just a hater, or he's just blah, blah, blah. But this is a problem that I've seen with his channel. He doesn't say anything that he's done wrong. Like with my channel, I never ever say that I'm an expert in anything.
Right.
If you ever hear me say that my expert opinion is blah, 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 then I'm either joking or I'm having a stroke, and you should probably call an ambulance, because that's not something I would ever espouse.
The only thing that I'm an expert at is eating pizza.
Even that, I'm sure that you can probably do a few things a little better, you know? No?
You've never seen me eat pizza.
Oh, yeah. You know, maybe you are, as far as eating pizza goes, you're number one.
You're number one.
So that's one thing. I hate the authoritarian argument, and I don't like that he basically, I'm not gonna say picks on Chris Fix, because Chris Fix is a bigger channel.
Yeah.
So he punches up, which is fine for you to do, but it doesn't gain you any friends. Nobody wants to work with him. He seems very abrasive. I'm not sure. I don't think he's losing any people. I think he's gaining more people than he's losing, which is how things go. I mean, if you look at like a Jake Paul or a Rice Gum or something, you know, the guy.
I don't even know who that second one was.
It's just like a vlogger, like a big vlogger that does diss tracks and stuff like that. There's a bunch of them, like little, you know, and he's taking that approach of
Drama.
So I understand that approach, and I know that can make money, and that can make fame and views. It's like you can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar, right? That's the phrase.
Okay, Grandma.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the idiom, right? You can.
What did you call me?
I called you, and you're gonna know what I called you after the show. I don't hit stop. What the? Yeah. Don't you ever? Yeah. No, but it's like you can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. But I've noticed that you can catch more flies with crap than you can catch flies with honey. and that yeah. Right?
It flies like poop.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, but you can catch more flies with poop than you can with honey.
You said poop.
That's right. There has to be a duty joke we can put in somewhere.
You're just doing your duty.
Just doing my duty.
Hey.
In any case, this is one of those things where I hope Chris does not respond to any of this.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
And I mean, I certainly wouldn't. Even though I think I would take a different approach. One, my channel is smaller, and I can be increasingly more petty. Like I'm trying to stay, you know, above things to a certain extent. But don't get me wrong. I can take my earrings off and get down in the mud with anybody. You know, like you don't. I can be real like nasty if I need to be. Nah. You're talking to 2018 Freddie. You need to go to 2004 Freddie. Like he would not let you go on a lot of things. In any case, what we was talking was, I hope that this is something that Scotty gives up, even though I don't think he will, because it seems to be going well for him.
I mean, it's not like he has anything else to do.
I've noticed that. I've noticed that it seems like he's running out of ideas.
Yep.
And there's only so many things you can talk about as far as advice before people start to get bored.
Yep.
And
I mean, the 94 Celic is not going to break down that many times. So that's not a lot of content.
No. I mean, that thing has...
It's bulletproof. It's literally the best car ever made.
It cannot break in any way.
This car is infallible.
That's right. It is the Pope. It is the Pope of cars.
Yes.
So
You should have said the poop.
the Pope of cars. Well, I mean, with Scotty's lineup, we're getting a lot into him, and I don't want to. I don't want it to feel like we spent a lot of time on him, and I don't want to do that. But one last thing, his lineup of videos. He puts out video every day, which is hard on anybody. It doesn't matter what you put on.
Sure.
Okay. So I can imagine that he has a pretty substantial workload, maybe. But if you look at the videos that he puts out videos of himself 2 or 3 times a week. And they are way less than 10-minute videos. They're maybe 6-minute videos. And it's just him talking about things. And I'm not sure if he writes scripts or he has bullet points or whatever, but those are the videos that like make him the most money. The other videos are literally videos that people send him and then he puts on his channel and then he makes money off of that. And what he does to get people to watch them is he steals almost verbatim Doug DeMuro's titles. So you'll see a thing about like some guy sends him a video of, hey, here's my 2008. These are like amateur people. Well, I mean they're sending people just essentially just random videos on their cell phone. And he's like, oh, this is my 2008 BMW 750iL. And like, sometimes they get a bunch of facts wrong and they don't know anything about their cars, or like they just want to be on the internet or something like that. And what Scotty does is he goes, well, Doug DeMuro has the titles of like, here's why this blank car is worth blank, right? Doug's done very well with that. But here's the thing that Doug does. He actually stands in front of the car and he tells you why the car is worth that much.
True facts about the 2018 Rolls-Royce Phantom.
The reason why I don't watch Doug DeMuro anymore is because I can't start a video without ending it. And
You have to sit through the Doug score, man.
dude, I can't like. I was like, you know what? I haven't watched a Doug DeMuro video in a while. I'm gonna watch his Aston Martin Lagonda video.
I love that car so much.
Yeah, and I'm like, I've never seen one. And I started watching it, and like, this is the guy I know personally. So I know, if he, maybe he's hamming it up or whatever. Like, I'm watching this video, and I'm like, oh, I guess that's pretty cool. Well, that's crazy.
Why doesn't my AC go to green?
Yeah, like yeah, right. Like there are switches. Like I have no idea what this does. There is. You look in the manual. It's like it doesn't even have this button. Yeah. So and then I look down at the time and I'm like
30 minutes.
Holy crap! 25 minutes went by. Like it's.
Yep.
How did I swear to God, I just started this video, and then he's just going after like different quirks and different features, and like it's so dense. And like for a while, I'm like, why are these videos getting such crazy view counts? So like, he has, his editing's not that great, and blah blah blah, and like it's just
From a technical standpoint,
no, it's very simple.
like Doug, I love you. I love your videos. I'm a subscriber and I watch it all the time. From a technical standpoint, those videos are just hot garbage.
Here's the thing, it's passable. It's passable because the resolution is fine and the audio is fine. Mostly. Sometimes it peaks a little bit. Whatever. Yeah. But I think that there's a charm to that as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's like, that Doug's doesn't hire an editor. Like, that.
And he uses all you can tell it's all done in iMovie.
Yeah.
It has all the iMovie sound effects and like,
iMovie 100%.
Yeah.
So like, it's not like he's plugging this in and he's like exporting LUTs and stuff. Like that's not
Color grading must have highlights, specific shadow tone.
Doug's not spending a lot of time on color correction.
No, he's not.
So,
but that's okay. And like I said, from a technical standpoint, hot garbage. But from any other standpoint, it's incredible.
But that's why, I mean, here's the thing. Scotty Kilmer's technical standpoint is also hot garbage, but it's
so is everything else.
I don't want to crap on his channel on his content too much because you know
Yeah.
I don't like him.
Come at me, bro.
I don't really like what his channel has turned into. I think he has decent advice sometimes, and I want to be as fair. I'm putting on my journalist hat. This is not a hat, but I want to put on my journalist hat and say that he can give good advice sometimes, but it's just clouded by a bunch of nonsense. And the reason why, here's the thing. Doug DeMuro does really well because he follows up on all the things that he says. And he approaches things like a journalist. And I think when Scotty, I really, really don't like when Scotty just steals Doug's titles.
Right.
I probably shouldn't be talking because I steal Tyler Hoover's titles, but
it's kind of it's like an inside joke because like you have videos of you like asking permission.
Yeah. I mean, like in my last one, I literally had a segment where I call Tyler and ask him like, this is not something where I don't know him. Like I've bought 2 cars from him. Yeah. I mean, 1 car, and he's totally on board with it and whatever. So that's fine. But what I think is happening with Kilmer's channel is just that he might be running out of ideas and he has a lot of filler on his channel. So I guess we didn't really get into too much substance. I'm not a fan of Scotty Kilmer, and I hope he kind of leaves Chris alone because Chris is a good guy. And
leave Chris alone.
No. I mean, I don't want to act like that. Like Chris is a good guy, and he actually does have good advice, especially for the rust repair stuff.
So like what you were saying that you like Scotty Kilmer gives good advice sometimes.
Yes.
Chris gives good advice every times.
Yes.
Chris is consistent.
So Scotty put out a video today. At the time of this filming, put out a video, and it's another thing where it says Chris is wrong, and he doesn't use Chris Fix. He just says Chris is wrong, assuming people know because Chris is a bigger channel than he is. And another thing that he does, I know I'm getting so hopped up.
You know what? Maybe he'll see this episode of the podcast and he'll get us more followers by retaliating.
Oh no! Listen. I don't. If we get a lot of downvotes on this, I don't care. I don't care. You can watch. You can look at my article on Jalopnik, and I lay out everything that's wrong with that channel. If you want to look at actual examples of Scotty Kilmer saying like really, really dangerous things, doing them in video. So check that out. Just look up Tavarish, Scotty Kilmer, Jalopnik. So another thing that he does, which might actually be in violation of YouTube's terms of service, is he spams his description box. So what you can do in your description box, what you're not supposed to do, and you can actually get your channel deactivated, or you can get a strike by YouTube. You can get your video taken down or something. Is if you put a bunch of keywords and stuff in your description box. Yeah. So it's like
it's like when you want Craigslist,
right?
And it's like a 1 sentence like car wheel. 18-inch
and
wheel.
Then you have like Toyota MR2 Supra, Dodge Viper,
bajillion keywords,
just like everything, just so it comes up under every single search.
Yeah.
So what Scotty does is he makes them sort of into sentences, but if you look at it, it looks like a bot wrote it. Mm-hmm. So he has this like really long paragraph, and it's like it looks like a bunch of aborted titles, like a bunch of titles that didn't work out, and they don't make any sense. Until you realize that he's just spamming the description box. So I'm not sure if that's YouTube's terms of service, but it's not adding anything to his videos, and it's most certainly making it look a lot more spammy.
Yes.
So that's one thing that I really don't like. In any case, let's get off this topic. Let's get on to something a little better. I have an announcement.
You're pregnant.
It's time, It's just look at it. Look at it.
I don't want to look at it.
I don't want to know.
I'm pregnant. It's quadruplets.
It's permanent. Yes. No, I bought a car.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure did.
I bought a car, and this is not going to be it's not a secret. I want people to get hyped for this. It is a Dodge Viper.
Get hyped for the Vipe.
Get hyper for the Viper.
Nope, just hype for the Vipe.
Hype for the Vipe.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's a 95 Dodge Viper RT10, the original. Like it was the last year of the Gen 1. Mm-hmm. And this is the worst one I could
The
find.
worst and the cheapest Dodge Viper in the country.
Might be the world. Maybe the world.
In the world.
So I'm graduating from cheapest in the USA. Well, that's Hoover's thing. Cheapest in the country.
Don't talk about Hoovy like that.
That's Hoover's thing. Okay.
That's Hoovy's thing.
By the way, Tyler Hoover for his show bought a Viper. So he sent me pictures of this thing. It's red. It's nice. I mean, he got it cheaply.
Of course.
But it was like cheap for like a nice Viper. So Vipers now are going between 30 and 40 grand. He got his, I believe, for like mid-20s.
Nice.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Which is good. And he said it had like some problems or whatever, but he got them fixed. He has a car wizard. Great, you know? And he got it into the show. My Viper was, I actually overpaid. By a bit. So this thing looked it looks like a junkyard version of a Harlequin Golf.
Yes.
So
And that was my joke.
yes, so it's a Harlequin Viper.
Yeah.
Actually, a few people told me that, and I wrote it in the comments like, oh, the elusive Harlequin Viper. Yes.
I wonder if that's an actual species of Viper.
Perhaps. That's not a species of Viper.
You say that.
I say that, but I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
They're what advantage would it be?
Hold on. Let's ask. Okay, Google. We can do that later.
Yeah, that's how Google works. Thank you very much. Who owns Google?
Google does.
Thank you, Google. Mike Google. My name is Michael Google.
Michael Google. Just
May I speak to Mr. Google, please?
Yet.
Yeah, no, I'll hold. Let me talk to Mr. Amazon. Where's he up there, huh?
Andy Amazon. I know you're there.
Andy Amazon. John Netflix. These are all family companies.
Harry Hulu.
Oh God, that sounds sounds very.
We're gonna stop right there.
That sounds awesome. Right. So
when
okay, so my Harlequin Viper.
okay, I got it. That sentence.
Yeah. So sometimes when you believe in yourself,
You tell me run, I do things, and I. So when I worked at the vinyl, or actually, this is actually after, very shortly thereafter, after I worked. Man, words are hard. Mm-hmm. The company I worked at in Jacksonville, the vinyl wrap company,
right,
where we did vinyl wraps on cars.
Mm-hmm.
Shortly after I left that company, they wrapped a Viper GTS in a textured snakeskin vinyl.
That's a little bit on the nose. I think it's like
It doesn't have a nose, it's a car. It doesn't smell anything.
well, it doesn't smell anything.
Get out of here with your technicalities.
But it's a snakeskin Viper.
Yeah, it was actually pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty cool. It was black.
Well, if there's any car that can be flashy, it's that car.
Yeah.
It's that car is not you can't have a sleeper Viper. That does not exist.
Apparently, you cannot also have a Viper GTS with proper panel gaps. From the factory, you're not allowed to have that.
There's a lot of things you're not allowed to have from the factory with a Viper. One is door handles.
With a 95 one.
Yeah. So here's the real fun part. I haven't received the car yet, so I have no idea.
When do you receive the car?
So I'm working out a deal with U-Ship. They want to be a sponsor.
Nice.
And we're going to see if we can get a deal with them. If not, then I'm just going to have to drive my dually to South Carolina. It's about 5 hours away.
Medulla.
Yeah. Medulla. Oh, God.
Can I make you a sticker that says Medulla?
Oh,
for your
yes.
truck?
Yes. Let's tip of the hat.
Tip of the fedora.
Yeah.
Medulla. Medulla oblongata.
So it's 5 hours away in South Carolina.
Okay.
So it's not really, it's a day trip.
Day trip, yay, daycation.
Vacation to pick up like a really crappy car. So this car was it was a project from somebody. So it was originally a car that was crashed because all Vipers at some point are crashed.
They have to run for that to happen.
Yeah, but they're actually not unreliable. They're pretty reliable.
That's a Dodge.
They're pretty reliable. I mean, the only thing that goes on that car are head gaskets.
But other than that, totally reliable.
Yeah, but it's a pushrod engine, so you can literally do head gaskets in a day. It's like you don't have to do anything. You don't have to take off any timing components. Oh, yeah. So head gaskets, if they're not done, they tend to leak outside the block. So they don't actually make any plumes of smoke or anything, but they start leaking coolant out the block. It's a defect that they had.
Coolant out the block.
It's like the Family Guy, the Blackview weather forecast. It's gonna rain.
Maybe you could say the snake is producing too much venom,
Yeah.
and it's leaking onto the ground.
And then it's making it very hot. Yes. So the car, it's actually not leaking anything. It runs well. You just saw a video before we started this podcast.
Did I?
Yeah, you saw a video of it starting up.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So the owner sent me a video of it starting up. I had to make sure that it wasn't making any smoke out of the exhaust, and it wasn't. Runs well. I don't know how well it drives, but it has a lot of body panels from likely different cars, and it's all different colors. So what happened was they said that they replaced the frame with a known good one, and I'm like, how do you do that? Like, how do you replace a frame? So I actually I went on the internet and I found this.
You won't believe what I found.
Oh, yeah. The frame on that car, it is a unibody car, but you can buy a used frame for $6,000.
Huh.
Yeah, there's one on eBay right now, and it's literally everything that you can attach to the car. And I'm not sure if that necessarily comes with a VIN number. I think you can put a VIN number on something else. But the frame is something, like, since it's a fiberglass car, it's made of aluminum and steel, like bonded aluminum and steel. And then it's a bunch of fiberglass parts. Excuse me.
Don't burp it to the mic, you jerk.
I didn't. I'm trying not to.
You're disgusting.
It's a process, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't enable me. Okay? I need help. I'm asking for help, and I don't need your
help.
I don't need your help. Can I finish? Okay, I'm finished. So the car, you can actually get the frame and then get every other body panel and then just bolt it on. Like, it's as much of a kit car as anything.
So here's what you do. You restore the Viper that you bought.
Yes.
But also buy the frame from the eBay.
But also get another Viper.
No. Get the frame. Get another Viper V10 and make a Viper death cart.
Okay.
No. Listen. Okay. Viper death cart.
Oh, I get it. I see what you're putting down.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I see it.
No,
yeah, I do. It's right there. It's right in front of me. Yeah, I see it. I see what you guys see it, right? Oh, yeah. Viper Death Cart is a good idea.
And a great name for a metal band.
Do they open for Mini Cooper Sidecar, or do they have like a little feud?
No. Mini Cooper Sidecar opens for them.
Opens for them for
So here's what you
Viper
do.
Death Cart.
You build a Viper Death Cart.
Uh-huh.
And then you challenge Cletus McFarland to a drag race.
Why is it that everyone thinks that you can just build a Leroy with like no Leroy, what he has built, what Cletus McFarland has built. By the way, if you guys don't know who Cletus McFarland is, go check him out on YouTube. Very good channel.
Do it for Dale.
He has a cool vet C5 Corvette that he has put twin turbskis, and he has done like 8 seconds in the quarter mile.
Yes.
But the engine is built, the transmission is built. He's running slicks, and it's a complete fabbed up roll cage, and he has.
It's incredible. It is a work of art.
It's crazy. But there's like $100,000 worth of stuff in that car. I mean, obviously, I don't think he's paid for it all. It's like sponsors and stuff, and people want to get on the channel. That's fine.
Well, even so, I mean, you own a Lamborghini, so you can afford it, right? You just bought a Dodge Viper too, so like you got like 20 cylinders.
What's horrible, and this is kind of like stupid, woe is me rich guy things. Even though I'm not a woe is me rich guy. When I try to explain to people what cars I own, they all automatically think something different of me. It's like, what kind of car do you have? I could just say, I have a 2011 or 2012 Hyundai Elantra. Yeah, that's my wife's car. Like, which is true.
Yes.
Like, or I can say like I have a Mercedes S600
and an S500.
Yeah, and an S500 and an SL55 AMG and a Lamborghini Gallardo and a Toyota Supra and not a Bentley and a Dodge Viper and a Ford F350 and a Toyota MR2. like
Only 2 of those cars run. Take a guess.
Yeah. Take a guess.
Or it's just my wife has a 2012 Elantra. But what do you drive? How long do you have?
Yeah, you take out the list.
Here's pictures of my cars.
Yeah. I thought you'd never ask.
I've been dying to tell you everything.
Yeah. You just put your keys out on the table like, please ask me about
You
my
could
cars.
just watch my YouTube videos, but I'm going to tell you everything in person.
Oh, you have a YouTube channel? Like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So it's a little weird because people they start to think that, oh, you must be doing well for yourself. Like, then you have to do the qualifier as, no, every single car that I've bought was perhaps the worst example on the planet Earth. Like, you could not get something worse.
How do you think it felt when people asked me what I drove and I had to say Mini Cooper?
Lots of people drive Mini Coopers, and yours was nice.
Stop! Oh my god!
No, yours is nice. It's a good looking car, and like a Mini Cooper is actually a really fun car.
Yeah,
if you said, okay, I'd understand that sentiment if you had it in the PT Cruiser. The PT Cruiser, if you say like, hey, what do you drive? Talking to some kind of GTR, like, oh, yeah, what kind of car you got at home? Well, we're all trying to have fun here. Let's not get into this. Come on, man.
I have
I thought you were cool.
you have a GTR. I have a PTR.
Yes, it's without it's not R per se. It's more like a C.
Yeah, PTC.
Cruise.
Rhymes with loser.
Yes.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah. I'm just I feel triggered right now. So
I just I don't want you to see me cry. So I'm gonna leave.
I've thought about things and I realized that I don't want to be here.
Realize that I will have a breakdown.
Yes.
Emotionally and mechanically.
But so I bought a Viper and I'm going to hold it against my friend who always wanted a Viper, but he never really got to the point in his life where he could afford a Viper.
And who's this?
This is I'm not going to name names because like some people do watch the show. So, but I don't want them to harass like, oh, you never did anything. So it's my friend back home in New Jersey, and we always had this kind of running joke that I'm gonna buy a Viper. Like, cause I've always told him like, dude, you gotta kind of get your stuff together, like
sort your life out, mate.
Yeah. Christ. Yeah. You have to, get it together. You're getting older. Get a job. You said like not get a job, but like get a better job. You have enough spare time. You can like study for something, or you can increase your skills or whatever. Because he's always said it's my dream car. I want this car. Blah blah. Like I really 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 want it. Really want it. And one day I'm gonna have it. Great. 10 years goes by. No closer. No, and it's not like, the system's dealt him a bum hand and he has to take care of his parents and his dad has cancer and it's really hard for him and he's working 3 jobs. Like, nah, he's just like, he's working part-time and then he goes home and then he plays video games.
living the dream.
Living the dream. Well, I mean, now I think he's gotten a little better job, so I don't want to poo-poo him too much. I mean, it comes from a place of love. I love him like a brother.
As they would say in some Latin-speaking countries, it's con cariño.
Yes. Con cariño.
Con cariño.
Yes. So it comes from a place of love. I love him very much, but I just wanted him to get his stuff together. And then I sent him a text message saying, "Guess what, bro? I just bought a Viper." And he was like, "Oh." Like you can hear the dread in his voice.
Congrats.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy for you.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah. It's like the game you want for Christmas, and then like you don't get it, but that kid that you're only friends with because he has good games gets it. Like, oh, look what I'm gonna do. Like, yeah, I guess I'll watch you play. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Oh, you got a Power Wheels. Oh, that's real nice. Oh, good.
I'll just be over here on my tricycle, on my big wheel.
Great. Yeah. Those are nice. I mean, yeah. Oh, wow. It has a radio. Really works. Oh,
Cool.
It's really nice. A cup holder, glove box. Wow. Okay. Plays the song of Jurassic Park. Oh, Jesus. That sounds like a dinosaur. I think I'm just. You guys are good. I'm just gonna go home.
I'll get one of those in 3 years when I see it at a yard sale.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go home and I'm just gonna make emo music about how I hate my parents. So.
Do you have the time to listen to me?
I don't. I really don't.
Yeah, no. So I bought a Viper. I'm coming back to this like 3 times already.
Wait, did you buy a Viper?
I don't know. At this point, I might not have. It might be a figment of my imagination. I sometimes dream that I buy cars, and then I wake up and I realize that I haven't bought them, and I feel a little like I have dreams that I get really good deals on cars. I'm like, can you imagine that I just found this McLaren? Like, dude, the guy just sold it to me. And it's like super lucid dreaming, It's like, wow, I bought a McLaren. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, yeah, it might need a little work, but it's really, really nice. Like, what can I do? And I'm thinking of mods, and like I wake up like, oh, man. Oh, come on. You look at eBay, like maybe it's a sign. It's a sign from some celestial, being that says, you should buy a McLaren today. And then you're looking at McLaren's like, nah, they're still like 250 grand. I'm all right. Looks at McLaren prices, looks at bank account, like, nah. Speaking of looking at bank accounts, I was looking at Zillow, and Zillow, well, the home buying window shopping site.
Yes.
And Zillow has this weird ability. I don't know if it does it for you. It does for me. It has this weird ability that you start looking at houses that there's no way you can afford.
Right.
And I was looking at this house, and I'm looking at houses in ranges that these are dreams of dreams. Like
7 digits plus.
Yeah. So I was looking at a house, and it was I think it was like $7 million or something. And I'm thinking in my head, well, if I just kind of hunker down a little bit, if I just kind of focus myself, maybe I can, maybe in the near future, I can make this work. And I'm thinking about it, and then I'm looking at the down payment. Like the down payment, oh, it's only like 1.2 million, and then you have to pay like $50,000 a month. Like, that's not really that bad. Like you're thinking about this, like, what in the hell that makes you think that you can afford this?
I do the same thing, but I look up like super like ultra modern homes in Miami.
You're right, yeah.
That's not the Miami part, just the ultra modern home. Like that's for me, that's the dream.
So there's somebody sent me. I posted this on Twitter. I posted exactly what I told you on Twitter, and somebody sent me a clip of the show Louis. With Louis C.K.
Oh yeah. That guy.
Well, I mean, whatever. I mean, it's a funny show. So there's a clip of the show where he's talking to his accountant, and he goes, I've had some good shows in the past few months, and we've done some theater gigs, and I think it's time, for me to take my daughters, and we want to move out of the apartment. I think it's time to buy something. And the accountant goes, well, I looked at your finances and you're not in a place where you can buy something. He goes, yeah, I know, but we found a place and it's really good. I think the girls will really like it. It's just, this is what they want. I feel like we can grow in this place. And the accountant goes, okay, how much is it? He goes, all right. So it's a good deal. I mean, it's a great deal for what it is. You know, it went down a lot, you know? So it's a lot, but it's a good bang for the buck. And he goes, how much is it? It's 17 million. The accountant goes like, do you want me to answer that? Like, do you want me to give you an answer of this? Like, what exactly do you want me to say? He's like, well, can I make it work? He goes, okay. So here's the reality of the situation. In order for you to get a house that costs $17 million, you are going to have to put down a down payment right now of $4 million. In addition to that, you're going to have to pay $80,000 a month. In addition to the $4 million that you just put down right now. Okay? And it goes, according to your savings account, you have $7,000. And then he goes, okay, so what kind of house can I buy? He goes, you can buy a house that costs $7,000. And it's like, it's exactly how you feel with like Zillow. Like you look at your bank account like, oh no, I can't, no, this is not working at all.
I think the only thing that Zillow makes me realize is that I don't play the lottery enough.
No, I mean, the lottery is a tax on poor people, man. It's a tax on people that don't understand math. Don't never play the lottery. Don't
never play the lottery.
Never.
So that means play the lottery.
Nothing. Yeah. Don't never play the never play the lottery. It's just a scam. It's a scam set up.
But let's say I go to the lottery place and buy one.
The lottery store.
I buy one lottery piece.
Yes. One lottery commemorative plate.
I would like one piece of lottery, please. And then I win all of it.
Yes.
Then
all my problems will be solved because I have more money.
No, but then I could have the cool house and a bunch of cars.
Yeah, but here's the thing with the lottery. People who win the lottery, they're not usually the best with money.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's the other thing. I have a family member that is a CPA.
So what?
So
it's not like you just get better with money if you're like, listen, I know a guy. I don't have to be good with money. Like you just could be frivolous and buy like Koenigsegg, you're coming with me. McLaren, you're coming with me. Aston Martin, you're coming with me too. Like
that's literally like 3 of the first cars I'd probably buy.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So and that's $1 million and like what else can I spend my money on?
The Koenigsegg is like what, 600?
The Koenigsegg?
Yeah.
It's like 2-point-something million. You can't get into a Koenigsegg for $600,000.
I'm thinking
for $600,000
of the earlier cars, which were about 600.
No, the earlier cars have gone up quite considerably.
When they were new, I mean.
Okay, so you'd have to also buy a time machine in order to go back and get.
Fine, I won the lottery. Who cares? I'll do that.
So can I like buy a time machine? Sir, it's impossible. I don't care how much it costs. Just get it done. I feel like that's how Trump talks. He just asked me to make a time machine. Like I don't know. Has he been watching Back to the Future? Does he think it's a documentary?
He goes back into his presidential bedroom and then
Tony Stark did it in a cave with a bunch of scraps. Like, you realize that's not an actual movie, right?
I missed that meme. That was a good meme.
Yeah. So okay. I think we're kind of running a little.
Oh yeah, we're doing like a car podcast, right?
Yeah, no. So I think in the next episode we're gonna take your car questions, and we are gonna be talking about cars. And we talked about cars. We talk about car culture.
I think these first 2 episodes were just guys talking.
Don't make excuses, man. You know,
it's not excuses. I'm just laying it out.
This is Car Guys Talk. We are car guys. We talk. This was about cars. We talked about car culture. We talked about YouTube. We talked about my Viper. I went around in circles a bunch of times.
Wait.
You know.
You bought a Viper?
Let me tell you about it, dude. It's so cool. All right. So if you'd like to contact us, we will have sort of social media set up soon. We're also going to start a Patreon in case you guys want to support us. We also are going to have a Car Guys Watch, which is a movie video thing on this very channel.
Not a timepiece, but we're
Not a
gonna
timepiece.
watch.
We're not going after Matt Farah's nest egg, so that's going to be a totally separate thing. So you can reach us at Car Guys Talk.
Car Guy Stock.
carguystalk@gmail.com. You can reach me at The Real Tavarish, Instagram and Twitter, and you can reach Andrew.
I can be found on Instagram at Heavy Metal FL or on Twitter at 1565. That's the word 15 and the number 65.
All right, so until next time, I think, it's me, Tavarish, for Andrew Howell, reminding you guys, or we still haven't done this very well.
We'll get it down. Don't forget to car guys
wrench every day.
talk about cars.
All right, finger guns. Bye.
This is Car Guys Talk with Andrew and Tavarish.